Hi and welcome to another Minecraft tutorial with KindaGoogly. So if you're familiar with 1.13, you're probably somewhat familiar with what I have in my hand right here. This is kelp. Now, things that you can do with kelp is throw it on the floor. That's one thing you could do. Or you can cook it for food. Doesn't really do a whole lot for food, but you know, in a pinch it helps. And you can use it for fuel. So I'm sure soon after you've started your world, you might realize that kelp is actually the best fuel source that you're going to come across, especially in the early game. So you might think about, well, maybe I should make a farm. So that's what we're going to do in this tutorial. We're going to make a kelp farm. And in order to plant this down, it has to be in a water source block. So let's take my kelp. Oh, that's a lot of kelp I have on me. There's a reason for that. You'll see that in a little bit later on. And then you can pretty much make this out of any block. I'm using glass for tutorial purposes so that you can see what I'm actually doing. So I'm gonna build this up a couple. Let's go up a few. Doesn't have to be too high, but it has to be higher than, like, yeah, it can't be one block. I mean, let's get real, people. It can't just be one block. It's got to be higher than that. But, you know, realistically, you might want this kind of high. And then you want to go right here, right here, right here, and right here. And do a little bit, you know, you want to expand this a little bit so that you can have water source blocks in between here as well. Because what we're going to be doing, kelp will only grow to the highest water source block. It doesn't just grow to the highest water source of the water, it has to be a water source block. So just because you see water here does not mean that every one of these are going to be source blocks. Some of them in between might not be, which could make a farm a little difficult. But the way around that is to make sure you have your source blocks on the side as well, so you know, infinite water kicks in every time you break this source block. You're going to be breaking this source block multiple times, and you want the water to flow back in here and recreate that source. So then we pick a side. What side do you want to be on? You can choose this side, and you're going to put down a sticky piston. If you can remember how to do that correctly. So you don't need that. Probably need that, but I'll put that back there in a minute. So you want a sticky piston facing that way, and then you want an observer a little further up. So let's say you want to observe this block here. Let's put your observer. Did they still didn't do this right, did they? No. Yes, okay. So you want your observer about around here, and then you want a block that you can actually put redstone on, which you can't do with glass apparently. So I'll swap out these blocks with blocks that I can put redstone on real quick. Let's get some granite, because why not? Granite, it's an easy choice. Put a block there, put a block there. Well, didn't need one there, but put one there. And, well, let's put one right there as well, and there, and probably don't need one there, but we'll put one here. Yeah, I'm not doing this the best possible way, but I'm doing it, and that's all that matters. And right there, because you gotta cut the redstone will kind of go both ways if you don't put the block right there. So let's do this. Redstone, 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 redstone. And see, like as soon as I move that, it connects there, and that's not what you want. You want that disconnected right there. You want a straight line to the piston. But I just realized I did something wrong. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. I totally did something wrong. And that would be, let me in. Let me in. That is too far back. You want your piston right here. Not really sure why exactly, but I've tried putting a block there and it doesn't work. So theoretically you don't even need a sticky piston. A regular piston should work. But anyway, you want all that like that. Now you gotta get your water sources in. So let's get all your water sources in. You're gonna be putting water sources in every single spot, every single opening. Make sure everything's nice and full of water. Okay, now that should have all be full of water sources. Except for I'm not sure. Well, let me check the sides. Let me up. Yeah, let's just make sure. Yeah, it's looking like there's water sources there. Okay, so now that you have that done, now what you want to do is you're gonna have to put in some kind of collection here. So once you break your kelp, kelp grows up. The observer observes the kelp getting to this level. Once it gets to this level, it sends a redstone signal down here, all the way through here, and through the sticky piston. Doesn't have to be a sticky piston, could be a regular piston, by the way. And then the piston triggers and breaks the kelp, and then the kelp floats up because items float now. That's the thing. So you need some kind of collection. So you could do something like this. Doesn't have to be out of glass. Doesn't really matter what it's made out of, to be honest. But you want some kind of collection. Some kind of collection system in place. Something that's going to come down this way a little. And then you want to block it off. Right there, temporarily. And you're going to get yourself a hopper and collect it. So you want to collect it right. Well, yeah, let's just do this. Well, for, efficiency's sake, let's just do it like this. Hold shift, Googly. Make sure you're holding shift while you do this. And then, so now you have your hopper right here. All the items will flow down. You're gonna want to put these in here. And there you go. Now, you need a water source right here. Well, okay, that didn't work. So, not there. You want to come up another? You want to come up another level? So you'll come up here. Yeah, let's just do this. Yeah. Let's do this. So you want to come up another level here. That doesn't need to be like that. Put your hopper there. Now your water's gonna flow into here. Hopper's gonna collect stuff there. And put another water source right here if you like. And right here. Why is this not working? It should totally be working. So let's do this. Let's put a half slab. LAB. Doesn't matter what kind of half slab. We're done with those. We don't need those anymore. Let's try a half slab right here. There we go. And let's see what that does. kind of curious. I'm not really sure what that's going to do. But this will pull the items this way down into this hopper here. The items will flow down here, and you can put a chest down here. It can be a single chest, it can be a double wide chest. However you want to do it. Put another one right next to it, or whatever you want to do with that, doesn't matter. And now, just to show you this in action, also keep in mind that there seems to be a bit of a bug, and so every once in a while this will break and will stop growing, so you'll have to go back down. I'll show you that in a second. But let's just increase the tick speed to 5,000 just to give you an idea as to how this is actually going to work. And you should see the kelp should be growing. Should be. Probably missing a water source somewhere, so just make sure you have your water sources in nice and good. And this should be growing. So there we go. It's growing now. It grew to there though, so there's an issue right here, which I think I can fix by doing. Like, I mean, I totally just did this a minute ago. Let's do that. Are you gonna grow? Are you gonna grow? Just grow. Grow already. Okay, there we go. Now it's growing. So now now it's working. See, and that gets back into the bug that I was talking about. For some reason, there's a bit of a bug here where, it just doesn't update correctly, and you just gotta have to play around with it a little bit, which can be a little difficult in regular survival because you don't know if it's growing or not because it grows so slowly. But all you gotta do is just tap it. Yeah, you just gotta hit it a couple times to make it grow again. And every once in a while, you might also have to refill. Just double check that all the source blocks, all the water sources actually are water sources, are full water source blocks. As long as everything is full water source blocks, you should be good. Everything should be fine. It should grow. Come on, you were working just a minute ago. Work for me. Yeah, you just gotta update it every once in a while, but it works. It works very efficiently when it's working. But yeah, that's your auto kelp farm. And then you come in here and you can see your kelp accumulate. So I mean, this is obviously there's still some bugs in 1.13. You really don't need me to tell you that. I'm sure you already know that if you've played it already. But hopefully they'll fix that or fix some of the bugs in the next couple updates. And like the kelp should eventually update automatically on its own at some point if they do end up fixing it. But the concept here is sound, and it should work as long as if they do fix the bug, it should work just fine. Anyway, that's all I got for this tutorial. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and like it if you liked it. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Bye, 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 bye.